Hi, Blake from footballboost.co.uk, and with Nike relaunching their Academy Pack for the 2015-16 season, we thought we'd lace up a pair of the Academy Pack Vapor 10s by Nike Football. So how do they compare to previous Superfly and Vapor generations? We've got Luke again here to test with us, so let's find out. So this is the Academy Pack version by Nike Football. Nike have re-released the Academy Pack for the 2015-16 season because it just looks stunning. Blackout everywhere, hints of Volt Yellow on the sock liner and on the studs, but overall a really classic colorway, and it just makes this Vapor 10 look much more stealth. So first impressions, the Vapor 10 uses the same Teijin synthetic used on the Vapor 9 generation, but this time around the upper is much thinner, it's much softer, so you're going to have that barefoot feel in these boots. You did with the Vapor 9, you did with the Vapor 10, but that barefoot feel is just going to be exaggerated more in the Vapor 10 boots. And in terms of how they fit, they will fit long, so going true to size is the way to go. Half a size down for a really snug fit, but yes, they fit long, so you might have a bit of toe space when you go true to size. In terms of width, again, like they're not great for wide-footed players like me. I wouldn't wear a Vapor 10 or a Mercurial boot. I'd go for something like the Tempo Legend. But yes, they're not great for wide-footed players, and that's all I have to say with the Vapor 10. So what does it mean when you want to break these boots in? So straight out of the box, you're going to notice that it has a super soft and super thin Teijin synthetic upper, and in hand it's just very, very flexible. It's one of the thinnest uppers on the market in terms of synthetics, and in terms of the nylon chassis, look at this. Just really, really flexible straight out of the box. These haven't been worn yet, but they're just straight out of the box, very flexible and very easy to boot to break in. So in terms of upper technologies on the Vapor 10, as I mentioned before, it has that super soft and thin Teijin synthetic upper, which is a one-piece system. It wraps the whole boot. It's going to be a very seamless feel inside the boots when you're striking and touching the ball. And in terms of internal cages, we've got an internal cage, yes. So with the Teijin synthetic being so super thin, an internal cage is used just to help support the midfoot especially and around the toe region, and it's going to be great on any sort of surface. And in terms of tongues, yes, there is no tongue. So it's a no tongue system. It's a very synthetic rubberized elastic material on the tongue here. And yes, like the Superfly, it's going to take some getting used to. Wide-footed players will struggle to actually put your foot in the boot, but overall it's a really snug, really responsive fit in the Vapor 10. So what do we have on top of the Teijin synthetic? So the Vapor 10 uses a micro-textured upper, which is designed to provide extra grip at high speeds. In hand, the texture is quite grippy and should help with controlling and touching the ball. While the ACC technology, there's a little ACC symbol on the tongue there, is used for a consistent touch in all weather conditions. It's a great help to the Vapor 10. It needs some sort of texture on top of the upper, and it does have one. So what do we have in terms of the sole? So Nike have actually scrapped the carbon fiber sole seen on the Vapor 9 and used a very flexible nylon chassis, as I mentioned before. But look at this, just see how flexible this nylon chassis is. It's going to do great work on firm ground surfaces, it's what it's designed for. And in terms of stud configurations, again, it's the same bladed stud configuration seen on the Superfly. So you've got 4 blades on the back, on the heel here, and 6 or 7 blades on the forefoot, and a nice little rotational traction system on the toe box. It's going to be great for your wingers, great for your strikers, great for those players, say Raheem, Sterling, Eden Hazard, players who have got a bit of skill and got a bit of pace and who just need that extra bit of speed in their game. So with speed boots, you're always worried about the weight, and as you can see, as this boot is blowing in the wind, it weighs roughly 170 to 180 grams depending on the size you have, so that makes it one of the lightest boots on the market. It's much lighter than the Mercurial Superfly, which ranges around 200 grams, but yes, it's a very lightweight boot. So many lightweight materials on the upper and lightweight materials on the sole. It's going to be great for your wingers, great for your strikers, as I said. So protection wise, as you may be aware, this is a speed boot. It's a lightweight makeup and it's going to be a big no-no if you're a player that needs protection in your game. So defenders, goalkeepers, central midfielders even, I would not recommend this boot for you. It's just too thin and too lightweight. Those players that are getting into tackles will not really suit this boot. This is designed for the pacey player, players that have pace, players that can actually get away from defenders. And it's just going to provide a really barefoot feel. A barefoot feel is not great for protection, as I mentioned before. It's a lightweight synthetic boot, so protection is a big no-no in this Vapor 10. So durability wise, like anyone, you want to know how these boots are going to last over time, and yes, up to 2 seasons is what I give most Nike products, and no exception for the Vapor 10. I mean, it is a lightweight speed boot, so you're always going to have chances of sole separation, especially around the toe box. But it is a Nike product, it will last a long time if you take care of them. So to sum up, what is the Vapor 10 all about? So there's 3 things you can guarantee with the Vapor 10. A barefoot feel with this super thin and soft T-shirt synthetic upper, a lockdown experience with the new no-tongue system and internal cage, and explosive traction with the nylon chassis and the bladed stud configuration. So in my personal opinion, the Vapor 10, it's not really a boot I would go for. I'd go for something like the Tempo Legend 5 because it has a bit more substance to it. It's a very lightweight makeup. It's one of the lightest boots on the market. It's going to provide a very barefoot feel, responsive, lightweight. It's going to be great for your wingers, great for your strikers. That's why Eden Hazard prefers the Vapor 10 over the Superfly, and that's why Raheem Sterling also wears the Vapor 10. Zlatan Ibrahimovic, big name players prefer the Vapor 10 over the Superfly, and yes, it's a great boot. A 9 out of 10 rating would be sufficient for the Vapor 10. So please like this video if you have not done so already. And yes, it's a Vapor 10 review, better late than never. A lot of people have been asking us to do a review on the Vapor 10, and we've done it. And yeah, please subscribe to our YouTube channel if you have not done so already. Thanks for watching, and as always, we'll see you next time.